I really have like a winning mentality right now. Like I want to grow. I want us to be the best interior design firm. And in order to do that, we need to like tighten up everywhere.
All our processes, yeah.
All of our processes and be super, super efficient.
All or nothing, ask myself, was it worth it? Was it worth it now? Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yes. Okay. It's a brand new Monday morning meeting. Stacey and I had spent some time on Friday going through some projects and the Monday morning meeting. And as we've been talking about like processes and I'm starting to get very, very like obsessive about efficiencies. And in doing a little bit of investigating, I'm finding inefficiencies everywhere. So we're going to talk about that a lot this morning. Stacey, you're going to want to explain how this is set up.
So we're getting very specific on how many hours we're allotting each week.
I get it when you're doing design stuff or into drawings, and sometimes it's just really easy to spend the time without really thinking about what we've got left. But I really have like a winning mentality right now. Like I want to grow. I want us to be the best interior design firm. And in order to do that, we need to like tighten up everywhere.
All our processes, yeah.
All of our processes and be super, super efficient. So that we're winning on all of these projects and that we're finishing them strong and that we're left over with profit and we are expanding our office and we're innovating and all of that stuff. So in order to do that, that really starts here.
But I'm in it now, never quitting now. Took a little while, but my team winning now. My phone ringing now. Yeah, they told me I should slow it down. I should slow it down. But my mind is never resting, overload. I can't control it now. It's been a long time coming, a long time running.
I was thinking about doing a Q&A.
Yeah, I know.
Today, like in between. Because I just want to say thanks, guys. We hit 700 subscribers. It's very, very exciting.
No. You gotta give the camera a high five.
I know, right? Okay. Did that work?
That worked, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so like grateful and honored and like humbled that you guys take time out to watch this channel, and hopefully you guys are getting a lot of value out of it. So in light of hitting 700 subscribers, I had done a little post on my Insta stories and I said, if any of you guys have any business questions, because there seems like there's been tons that just keep coming in, then send me your questions and we'll answer them today. I'm gonna answer a question from Star Davis. Hi, Star. I see you. She asks, what would you say is one weakness you're still working on as far as being a business owner? I would say one of my weaknesses as being a business owner is that I always want to take a whole bunch on. So I always want to do like 70,000 things in a day, in a week, and in a month. And I always want to accomplish a lot, which leads me often to feeling super overwhelmed and not being able to tackle everything on my to-do list because I'm always trying to take way too much on. That's definitely a weakness of mine. I pack a whole bunch into my schedule and I don't leave myself a lot of breathing room. So if you look at my schedule this week, actually I'll give you a glimpse of my schedule. This is just this week. Like, it's crazy. It's so packed. There's very little breathing room in my schedule, which the only disservice that I'm doing to anybody is to myself, because usually I don't have breakfast, I never eat a healthy lunch, I'm never drinking water, I don't have downtime, and I end up being totally, totally fried at the end of the day. So I'd say that's one of my biggest weaknesses. I don't know how to solve that problem yet, other than hire an assistant. Yeah, but that would be my biggest weakness. I'm gonna just respond. What's up, Star?
Not coming for the throne,
Been a long time I'm coming. Put it all down for you.
What's up?
So that you actually replied to your own, like, to the comments.
Yeah, totally.
You're so busy too.
She doesn't think I reply. Of course I reply. It just takes me a while.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it now?
This is really a meeting where we're going to be setting the standard. When it's really, really standard, it makes it really fast and efficient to like read and review.
It was worth it through the second guessing, learning every lesson, turning nothing into blessings. Now I'm doing everything I ever questioned, and I did it how I want it. They chasing while I run it. You're never gonna catch me like it's raining while I punt it in.
So Nicole from Lynn Steven reached out to me on Instagram, which is really awesome. Hi, Nicole. And she said, Karin, I would love to hear your tips for keeping your paperwork, receipts, and invoices organized. What systems do you have in place? I find that I'm constantly shuffling piles of papers from one place to another. I love hearing how entrepreneurs stay organized in terms of this and making it easier for their bookkeeper and accountant. So my quick answer to that is I have Stacy. She's not for sale. That's actually literally how I keep all that stuff organized. I dump it on her desk. I would highly advise for anyone that's wanting to grow a business that they actually invest in someone like Stacy, someone that's got a really good financial background and someone that can help do some of the bookkeeping and stuff like that internally, if you have the means to invest in that and if you can, because it completely can change your business. And when it comes to all that stuff, I try to get as much stuff out of my head as I possibly can. So I really can't take credit for that. It's all Stacy. But a very good investment. I had called this execution mode on, right? I just want to talk about that a little bit right now in terms of like strategy and some things that we could be doing to be like building our community, working on the sites, blog. There's so many things that's possible. And then there's Bonafide, which is the home rental one. And I really want to put an episode out just to see how well that does. And right now I only have so much time because it's like I play, like I was saying this morning, all this operation stuff that I need to take care of. Play head of design, do sales and marketing, do media stuff. It's like my day just gets forced to bleed into the morning and nights and weekends because it's just not physically possible to do all that stuff between 9 to 5.
Just to work and pay my billies while I'm trying to sign a dilly, and I know it's coming soon. If I see it in my mind, then I know it's coming true.
Can we get him in the vlog?
It's gotta be a stunt double.
Okay, we're moving. Wow, Vancouver's going crazy over this. Okay, we can go down here, Kristen. Okay, so I'm gonna answer a question. Lala Ivy Fitness on YouTube reached out to me and she asks, can you talk about building relationships, client relationships, and what has worked for you? So very pertinent question because I'm just off to go see a potential client right now. And I have to say the one thing that's really worked for me with client relationships is really thinking about every relationship long term. Like I want to be able to work with people that I genuinely like as people, that I can kind of get behind their business or get behind them as people. That's super important to me. Anybody that's in it for a quick dollar or a quick transaction, I don't know. I just don't see how you have long-term success that way. You know, really make sure that you want to work with that person and to treat every single client like you're going to be around for the long game.
On a road. Okay, yeah, you know I get it. On a go. To the top is where I'm headed. I'm about to spark up the ignition. I've been sticking to my vision 2020 with the rhythm.
Try to bring you down, try to tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah, they don't want to see you shine cause they not confident alone. All the insecurity they got be spreading through the phone. That's why the people closest to you want to block you from your goal.
It's a long time I'm coming. Put it all down for you.
Just finished up my 1 o'clock meeting. Went really well. Super excited about that meeting. I think that was a huge win, and endlessly elated from my Instagram was asking me what the best piece of advice I ever got as a woman in business was. And I don't know if I got a lot of advice being a woman in business, but I do have a piece of advice to give out. And that would be know your value as a woman. I feel like A lot of times women come to the table and they don't want to negotiate, or they don't ask for what they're worth. Yeah, sometimes I think we tend to undervalue ourselves. We tend to undervalue ourselves in business, which I think is a huge, huge, huge mistake. So I would say the best piece of advice would be to know your value, ask for what you're worth, ask for what you want, go after it, and fight for it, because if you're not going to, nobody else is. So Erin M on YouTube, she had asked, so how did you get your very first customer? It actually happened through a referral. When I started my business 8 years ago, I had started it with a business partner. That didn't work out, so our partnership folded about 2 years into the business, but my very first client came through referral, actually through him. I had done a little like a little bathroom renovation actually in a nightclub over in Kitsilano in Vancouver. So super small, but that's how I got my start, and that's usually how a lot of people get their start, is by starting off really small. I would say though, the trick is not just getting clients and customers, but actually keeping clients and customers. That's a bigger piece of the pie. You don't want to be chasing business all the time, and you want to be really delivering enough value and responding to your customers' needs enough that they love working with you and they want to work with you over and over and over again. So I think I'm going to sign out there because I've got one more meeting that I got to go to, and then I'm going to be staying late at the office. So thanks again everyone for watching my channel. I'm so grateful and humbled that there's 700 of you, over 700 now. So thanks so much, and bye for now.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it now? Was it worth it?
In Portland, we're just walking around Old Town right now.